Hey, what's going on, guys? EC here, and today I want to talk about Pokemon and why Nintendo doesn't fully own the Pokemon Company, and why I don't think that's going to change anytime soon, and why I think it's negative for Nintendo. Now, for those that know, the Pokemon Company is owned by a three company structure, those being Nintendo, Creatures Inc., and Game Freak. So, with Game Freak being the main developers of the games, whilst Nintendo publishes the games, and obviously Creatures Inc. does all the other stuff within the Pokemon Company. So, why doesn't Nintendo fully control the Pokemon Company, and how is it negative for them? Well, for those that don't know, Game Freak is kind of known, at least in recent times, for not listening to players' feedback and for making Pokemon games that aren't to the standard people want them to be. And I feel that that's kind of bad for Nintendo in general, because it's all right for like Mario, Zelda to be at a certain level because they're Nintendo properties, but Pokemon's always going to be one which will never reach the same levels when it comes to quality, due to obviously having other parties involved in the process of actually making the games. However, I do think Pokemon, at least from what I've seen, Pokemon is obviously a lot bigger revenue-wise than the other franchises within the Nintendo portfolio, so I do think that's another reason why they don't really want to do too much of it, because Pokemon obviously is very expensive. Pokemon has so many different things around it, trading cards, an anime, and obviously all the video games. I do feel like Nintendo's kept it the way it has and hasn't tried to buy out Game Freak or Creatures Inc. because they want to have the other companies contribute to the growth of the brand. Because if you're invested in a brand, and you're invested in multiple brands, then you want to work together to obviously grow that brand. I do think that's obviously the main reason why we haven't seen any announcement that Nintendo's pursued a acquisition of Pokemon Company or Game Freak or Creatures Inc. But we don't know if we won't see one in the future. However, Nintendo's not really known for making many acquisitions, and due to this structure being beneficial to Nintendo at the minute anyway, I don't see Nintendo trying to change that. However, I do think there is a likelihood that Nintendo will try to obviously acquire someone. It may not be the Pokemon Company, it may not be Game Freak, it may not be Creatures Inc., but they might try and acquire someone. I also do think that Nintendo will probably try and get a bit more oversight on Pokemon, so to make sure the games are more quality and they're not rushed. So I do think that's a likelihood as well. And I think that's common sense anyway, because Nintendo has a certain quality standard that they need their games to hit. And Pokemon isn't always hitting those standards. From what it seems, fans don't seem to really like a lot of the Pokemon games that are being made. At least I've seen quite a lot of complaints on Twitter about it. So, or X if you're an incel, you call X if you're an incel. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think about this. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know what you think on in the comments. I've been EC. If you're new here, subscribe, like, share, all that good stuff, and I'll see you next one. Peace.